Hello and welcome back to Soul Spa University Halloween edition. Thank you for joining me, Muffin in her pumpkin costume, and Tommy over there in his costume. Whoa, whoa!
Yes, I'm an adult man in my costume.
As I pour a drink. So you guys don't want to miss this episode. Tommy's going to give us an amazing story that he's going to surprise me with today in terms of the Lochness Monster, which, to be honest, I've never gotten into. I don't know what the hell it is. Isn't it just an overgrown seal? But anyway, so I can't wait to hear what he's going to say on this. Muffin also is so antsy, she can't wait to hear. And so don't go anywhere, because we are going to give you an amazing show today for our Halloween segment. Also, Halloween news. Can't start without the nugget of gems of Halloween news. So in Halloween news, the Scream, remember Scream, the movie, Tommy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The movies? Yeah, they are renting out the Scream house from Airbnb, $5 a night from October 27th until Halloween. $5 a night, supplying with all the apparently 90s snacks, quote unquote, which I would do in quotes if I didn't have this dog in my hand, that you can fathom. All the 90s snacks. Do you want to go in the Scream house? Do you want to go in the Scream house? And you can, and they have all the VHSs, literally the VHSs of the Scream movies there that you can watch. There is a phone there with a cord that directs right to the masked guy's voice. And then they said in the article, or the killer, which I think is a little inappropriate to be joking about right now, but it's okay, that's fine. What do you think, Muffin? Agrees. Thank you. Thank you. So that's interesting. Also, Muffin would like to know when Rwanda, if you guys want to know who Rwanda is, please see the live alien video where we exposed a live alien. Well, anyway, we are going to feature Rwanda on our next podcast with her costume, because Muffin needs to go trick-or-treating with her. Muffin, we are on a podcast. We are live. We are live. Tommy has a story. Remember, Tommy? Yes. Okay, and Tommy, here you go. Tell me about this Loch Ness Monster. Isn't it a giant seal? What is the big deal? I know. I'm confused too. We're finding out right now.
Well, first of all, I mean, that kind of seems like they could have made a little bit more money than $5 a night doing all that. But yes, the Loch Ness Monster. Everybody's heard about it. It's a gigantic, what they think is a monster in a Scottish Highlands lake, I guess. So this year alone, there have been 13 so far spottings of this thing, and that is like,
really,
I think that's it's just a little bit above what it was last year. And I mean, all in all, there've been 1,140 spottings of the Loch Ness Monster. Now,
wow. I'm sorry, may I interrupt just for the audience? May I ask more about, and Muffin will also like to know, what exactly is the Loch Ness Monster?
So people think, all kinds of things, but basically from the shape of what people have been seeing, it looks like an old school dinosaur, and it's called
yes, it does, you're right.
Paleosaurus. I forgot what the hell it's called, but it's basically it looks like the body of a whale, has flippers on the side, and a long neck. And it's the exact shape that they show in the old picture of, like that little blurry picture of you just see the head coming out of the water.
Does it have legs?
No, it has flippers.
Wow.
So,
and there's just been myths about this, no one's ever seen this thing. There's just been myths about it. And what are the myths, do you know or no?
Well, people actually have seen it in the water, blurring here and there, and all kinds of different stuff. There are no actual myths. There was a story of these kids finding eggs, and then the eggs disappeared and nobody heard about it again. It's like, what?
How do
It was
they
very,
know that is Loch Ness Monster eggs?
I have no idea. It was so vague. It was such a vague story. Well, if it's a prehistoric dinosaur, it's gonna lay eggs. They lay eggs. That's what
Oh,
they
so
do.
that's what's so special about it, is that this is an actual dinosaur that is in the water.
No, the only thing that's special about it is that nobody actually knows what the hell it is. It's the same thing like Bigfoot. Once they actually capture the damn thing and figure it out, there goes to like the mystery. It's the mystery of not knowing exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? It's obviously just a creature of the sea. I just don't get the big deal. I mean, I can't even believe I'm defending Bigfoot right now because it was also never my subject. But like, first of all, I heard that guy is super deep. So let's just like pump the brakes on like calling him a thing. Okay. Okay.
Wow. So yeah, no, the thing that's also like would be amazing is that if they actually found it, supposed to be extinct. So
Oh, so this thing really existed and it's supposed to be extinct.
yes, with dinosaurs, and they all got killed off. So if it's still
Ew.
alive,
So this was verified that it did exist once.
yeah, of course, they found
And
there's bones and everything.
I didn't know that because I thought this was a Bigfoot story or something.
No, 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 no. It's the whole thing of it being like if it was alive, except for what they say is dinosaurs, technically alligators and all that, it would be the last dinosaur on Earth.
Oh, that's awesome. Or in the water. And think about how big the water is. Maybe it just lives in the parts that we can't get to.
Yeah. So,
Look,
I mean,
Tommy's telling us a story about
Loch,
your uncle. Is the Loch Ness Monster black?
yes,
That's your uncle, Muffin? Just not as furry. All right, go ahead, Tommy.
I have seen Muffin play with water before, and she looks very comfortable. So maybe, who knows? All we have to do is throw her in the lake and see what happens, right, Muffin?
Never
Yeah,
that. Never
we'll throw
that.
you into a lake. Tie rocks to you. Throw
Never
you into a
that.
lake. Anyway,
But I think she looks like she can swim, but you know who doesn't look like they can swim? Tommy, you don't look like you can swim.
I'm actually a very good swimmer.
Okay, nothing. I was just trying out this experiment on you. Apparently there's a thing sweeping TikTok right now that if you tell men they don't look like they can swim, they flip the fuck out. Anyway, I didn't think it would work on you. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You've seen me swim before. So anyway,
I don't think so either. Oh, there's some funny stories, but go ahead. Go ahead.
all right.
Hello.
So
Hello. He is
right now, Richard Maver, he's on YouTube as Richard Outdoors. He, travels the world and gets a bunch of drone footage and just narrates over it. And he was in Scotland and he did go. One of his drone went over Loch Ness, and like he caught like this thing, and it's like I sort of video, and it like it's really difficult to tell because you see like the like it rising up a little bit in the water, not enough to break the actual waves, but like you could see it like it's like very visible. This humongous thing just rising up, like to a certain point, it kind of shifts a little bit, and then it just like slowly goes back down.
Okay.
And he caught it on his drone footage, and he says like it measured around 20 feet. And he's like, I'm not a Loch Ness guy. I don't believe in the Loch Ness monster. But when I was editing, I was like, what the hell is this? And he kept looking and looking. And then like people like, you were at Loch Ness. That was the Loch Ness monster.
Oh, he was at the like Loch Ness. Like,
Yeah, the lake itself is called Loch Ness.
wow. And that's where usually they see this monster.
Yes, hence the Loch Ness monster.
And it's interesting because his description is so accurate with what I've heard of it, because like I said, I never studied it, but if I've heard anything, this rang bells,
Yeah, well, they showed it in the video too. You can probably see it if you go online, people, or go to what is it? Go to ABC News. They have it there. But I mean, the lake itself is 23 miles wide and long, so it's a big lake. and God knows how deep. People have been saying it could be up to like 200 meters deep. So that's a lot.
Okay.
So that's one story. And the guy, like I said, he was never a Loch Ness guy. He was never like a believer in it. You know, he's a nature guy. So he was like, oh, nature, blah blah blah. But the video itself actually does show like something crazy, like looking around in the water. So that's one thing.
Okay.
The next story actually is from a kid who was riding his boat in Loch Ness, and on his sonar, and now it's a lake. So like the biggest fish is probably going to be probably 15, 20 pounds, if that. And that's like really pushing it. And it's probably going to be no more than like 2 feet.
Is this lake anywhere near Loch Ness?
This is Loch Ness. Loch Ness is a lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Scotland. It's in the Highlands of Scotland.
So they only see the Lochness Monster in Loch Ness.
Yes, in the actual lake of Loch Ness.
So when you're saying people can only catch fish that are like 20 or 30 pounds there, this is the same lake they're seeing Loch Ness in.
Well, no, 10, 20 pounds. It's a lake. Lake fish are not humongous.
So
I mean, there are some, but
same like what you're saying is that's the same place they're seeing Loch Ness that you're saying you can only see small fish in.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not true because you're seeing Loch Ness, right?
Yeah, obviously. So this is like, so the kid was basically like riding his boat along. What did I divert you? So the kid was riding his boat along, and on his sonar popped up this gigantic thing on like what was it, 30 meters underneath him. That was where am I? Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
Oh yeah, no. So the kid caught this thing that was it was basically like on his thing it said like around 6 to 7 meters big. A meter is 3 feet, so everybody do the math. I'm sorry, not 6 7, 5 to 6. And he's like, I've never, like, it didn't make sense. Like, it's not a fish. It's obviously not a fish. The sonar is not going to be wrong. It's obviously, and it was moving. And on his sonar, it was on there for like a second, or not a second, like a few, and then like it just like completely disappeared. And he tried following it, but it like disappeared, maybe underneath a underwater cave or whatever the hell.
Uh-huh.
So
that okay. Like I have a question. How big was the last one? Do you remember?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so 6 times 3 is about 18 feet. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's like the same one that keeps popping up or if it's like different ones.
It's got to be different ones, because how can one survive like this? There's been stories of the Loch Ness Monster for a very, very long time. And I mean, from the more recent one was 1933. So,
oh, what?
not the most recent. I'm sorry. The furthest in recent times. That's what I meant to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It dates back to 1933. But do you think the sightings have picked up, like you said, something about that?
Yeah, everybody's always like, people always see this thing. It's like constant. It's never a clear picture. It's always like a vague thing. It's never breaking the water, except for that one thing that they're not sure if it's real or not. That old picture. But it's never breaking the water. But it's like it's an obviously large living creature underneath the waves.
Wow. Okay. So all right. I'm sorry. Go back to your story.
So yeah,
last 2 sightings, do you know when they happened?
this was all this year. The kid was in August and the guy was in early September.
Okay, hang on. I was gonna pause for her, but she's okay now. Okay, go ahead. Okay, no, she's not. Okay.
All right. So the next one is this guy named what is his name? Oh, Ian O'Shanagan or Flanagan. So basically this guy just does regular nature stuff like the other guy. And he said he caught it on camera too, but he caught two things. It wasn't one. And they were swimming side by side in a lake, and they were massive. They were like, and like his picture, his video, it's very dark, so it's very difficult to see. But he's like, I could see, I was seeing it with my eyes. I wasn't looking into the camera. I was just letting it record. But like he's like, there was two massive things right under the waves, and then they passed like a boat, and he goes, in the video you'll see the boat, and you can't really see them too much, but you can see like a little bit of shadow, and the boat swims, and he goes, and they swam right past it and just disappeared in seconds, and they were humongous, and he's an actual resident of that town, and that was this year as well.
Wow. So it's a dinosaur that swims.
There's tons of dinosaurs that swim.
Right now?
No, back in the day.
Really?
This would be the only one left. Yeah, there were the oceans were freaking scary as hell back in the day. You ever look up ocean dinosaurs? They are freaking monsters.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot believe the first time we actually hung out, just the two of us, you did not bring this up. I was the one that brought up damn dinosaurs. You thought I was weird. Like, why didn't you bring this up?
No, I knew what track you were on. But that's pretty much it. I mean, this thing has been seen a lot lately. So it's obviously not alone. There's got to be more than one in there, because how the hell is it still alive? It's got to be reproducing.
And I didn't know what track you were on. So it'd be good to know someone's on a track, right, Muffin? Muffin.
The dog looks so miserable.
Muffin is sleeping on the job. Muffin, it is not trick or treat time yet. It is not trick or treat time yet.
I think it's more the fact that she's like, I hate this. Why are you doing this to me? Let me just go lay down.
Oh my God, don't listen to that man. I think she hates you. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I go through this.
So that's your little apartment's Loch Ness Monster, this little freaking dog that's miserable.
She's not miserable. She just is, living on Earth like the rest of us in this dense world. That's why we have a channel, Muffin. That's why we have a channel, so that we can help people that are experiencing what you're experiencing.
So that's all I got on that so far. My personal thoughts are, if this thing exists, that's like insane. My hair's fucked. If this thing exists, that thing would be crazy, because it, like I said, it'd be literally the last dinosaur. So scientists will go ham on this thing if they catch it.
Oh no, that's why you can't get caught.
Yeah, because like they're gonna try it, and basically, it's messed up to say, but scientists like to use animals for different things. They like to see if what can be used on an animal, and like how it would affect it, and maybe use it for like human science, like stuff, like like sharks.
Oh my
Can
God.
be are immune to like all kinds of different cancers. Lions are like immune to like really, well, not immune, but like it doesn't affect them really. AIDS, the virus doesn't affect them. So they probably like test a bunch of stuff on this poor thing, take its DNA left and right, and just basically throw it in the lab for the rest of its life.
Oh my God, you're traumatizing my dog. Earmuffs.
I don't think she's going to be in the lab. She was already in the lab. You're supposed to be coming from a wolf. Look at you. Look at you now.
I love you, and you're the best thing ever. I feel her heart rate going up.
You have her face cupped.
Like, I know what I'm doing with energy. Okay.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I really hope that if this thing does exist, that it stays free. It'd be messed up if they catch it.
Okay, he or she or whatever it's preferred in at this moment. And then you see it with like a bow tie one day and a a bow in the hair and next, like on the head.
Or at the same time, it's a bow tie and the little like bonnet in his head.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, today's a Wednesday. It's a both day.
yeah,
Um,
don't give me a pronoun.
can't pronoun me. You can't limit me. Anyway, he, she, or whatever. I hope this wonderful creature, no one, good for a wonderful creature for not getting caught. I bet its brain is bigger than ours, although whales are big and their brains aren't bigger than, I don't know what's up.
No, if it's a dinosaur, its brain's pretty small. And we could be both right. It could be asexual, which means it it doesn't need a mate to reproduce.
Oh, I like this. Independent.
So it's just doing its own. I don't know how the hell their generals work, but
Doing
on
own
itself,
Beyonce,
popping out.
doing its own Beyonce independent thing. Okay, but also either way, like, I don't know, like, I want to know more about this beautiful creature, but I don't want the scientists to be all hanging out with it, because then, like you said, we don't need to be like picking it up at the deli, like that's messed up.
Yes, but nobody's been able to catch this damn thing so far. So until they like decide to, hey, like the old Simpsons episode where they're like, oh, you know what, we're just gonna drain Loch Ness and see if it exists. And then they just drain the actual lake and it's just sitting there at the bottom.
Oh my God, really? Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting. I have not watched Simpsons. And there's been videos on how they predicted the future. So
Really?
yeah. On one of our favorite channels, actually, that I introduced you to. So I'll tell you about that after.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't want to be standing at the deli line. Like, have you tried the Loch Ness sandwich? But either way, like, I don't know.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
No,
Yes, just to see what it tastes like.
no, revive it. You better be doing CPR on your deli meat. You. Oh my goodness.
But that's all I got on Loch Ness, people.
Well, that is so interesting. I never heard much. This is new to me. This is new to me. You're introducing me to things I'm not familiar with. Bigfoot, Loch Ness. I know, almost. So you are being so rude to Tommy.
Oh, that dramatic fucking dog, man. What the hell was that? Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's like the time at the Renaissance Fair. I literally taped a camel. You have to see. I wonder if I should pause the video and show it real quick. It's just nuts. I put it on my Instagram, one of my first videos. You have to see its like head go like this, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm gonna pause and show people. I found it. It's from the Renaissance Fair 2019. Okay, ready, guys? Look at the screen.
Oh my God. I love when they chew things. How are we not going to watch them chew things?
Camel, guess what day it is?
You just made this the worst.
All right, that's the first one. Watch the second one. It's so worth watching. Watch. Oh, wait.
And that's me chewing things all the time. And that's you eating normally. Oh, wait. Oh my God. I don't know what's that. What was this? Does he need a chiropractor? Like, what happened?
Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh my
Walking
God.
back,
What?
doing the toss back. And forgetting.
Oh my God. Muffin. Muffin.
Is she still like that? Oh, what?
Oh my God. I love you. Oh my God. We have to let the people go now, like Moses. Okay. So
Oh my God, no.
thank you guys so much. Guys, what? Thank you guys so much for coming on. Please like to give support. If you subscribe, fun fact, we won't know you did. So you could be somebody, you could be anyone and subscribe and we won't know. And then you can click the notification bell to actually see when we post a video, because pretty soon we will not be promoting it. Plus they might get taken down pretty soon because who knows what we said wrong. We try to be careful, but who knows? Also, if you would like to donate to this channel, the link is in every video, except for the Gabby ones. And if you'd like any life coaching services one-on-one, my email is soulspiuniversity@gmail.com. I'd love to work with you. I specialize in the area of manifestation. I've been a life coach, intuitive, and more for over 10 years, and I continue to hone my craft, and my soul wants to know more, and I know exactly what works. So please make your life better with me. I would love to. Tom, you have anything, closing remarks on them? And thank you guys so much for being with us today.
No, just thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Anyway, you sure? You good? Muffin, it's time to say goodbye. Ciao.